Everyone, thank you so much for joining me. This is A Touch of Tarot. This is somewhat of a pretty big message, and it's geared towards the divine feminine. I guess I'll just start with what I'm picking up, okay? And I did already pull cards because I was going to record this, and I said, you know what? I'm going to keep this short and direct and simple because it is a direct message. And it came from a download I received last night, very middle of the night. And it's that right now, because of how trying the energy is, this is still extra stress on some of the divine feminine. And there's someone out there that truly needs to hear this message because you've overdone yourself, you've overworked yourself, you've put too much energy into your relationship, and you may not have realized because you are divine feminine, so you're doing it from the bottom of your heart or the depths of your heart. You're not expecting anything from anyone, but you've actually been draining yourself. And what the issue was is there seemed to be miscommunication, misdialogue sent, and this can be either spiritually or it can be actual miscommunication that could happen between you and your person. Maybe it could happen between you and many people at this time because you've overdone yourself, as I said. So what the message came down to is that some of the divine feminines don't realize, but you're on empty. And you're going to realize it because there may be some sort of a breakthrough, is what I keep on wanting to say there. That's the word I'm being guided to say. So it's not a bad thing. Some of you can take this as forewarning so you know how to better prepare for what may happen. But what I realize is that a lot of the divine feminine actually do need to focus on self care at this time and step fully away from your situation with your person. It is not the time to even put energy into it. For many of you, the message I get from your divine masculine is they are in chaos. I actually got another download earlier yesterday, which I did record, and it was amazing. It's really controversial. I'm, I'll put it up when I'm ready. But your person is in a world of chaos. And the download I got yesterday, really interesting, was called The New World. And I don't believe that your person, that's his new world, but this has to do with the transition. And you as well. Never mind, right? It's you as well, divine feminine. And the first card that did come out, talks about preparing for a new life and releasing what is potentially destructive. So this is the message I get for the divine feminine. At this time, especially when it comes to your divine masculine, the person on your mind, whatever you want to call them, the person who is occupying, I'm going to go, like, I just heard 90%. I know some of you, maybe it's 30 because you have other things going on, but I think it's actually 90%. I just heard 90%. So that's crazy, but it's true. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. The thing is, you may not realize just how much you're thinking of your person, and you've depleted your emotional bank account. Another reason your emotional bank account is fully withdrawn is because prior to all of this extra added stress, you were already overgiving, you can call it. And I'm not putting it down because, as I said, it came from the heart. You're the divine feminine. You are strong. You can do this. I'm just saying right now, with everything added, this is the time you are meant to go and refill your tank. You are meant to drop anything and anything that has to do with your future and, and all of that overthinking, and go within and probably literally obsess about yourself. But I don't feel almost like, and let me just not get too, no, okay, I'm right here. I don't feel like you're supposed to be even trying to get outside and do all of that extra action right this moment. I think you're literally supposed to take advantage of this and, like, rescue yourself. It's time to rescue yourself. So the message, let me see if I can turn it up a bit. Can you hear me any better? Can anyone hear me? Let me just make sure. Sorry, it really sucks if you can hear me and you interrupt me when I'm like tuning into a message coming out. So hopefully you can hear me. I'm not going to tune back out again. So the questions I have here are: what is the divine feminine feeling? What does she want? What or who is in the way, and the best actions moving forward? And what we have here are the cards I already pulled. As I said, I did record it. I recorded a good 10 minutes. And then I was just like, no, I got to get in here because the messages were so amazing. So, what is the divine feminine feeling? And you actually got the woman holding a coin. And it's really interesting because what you are feeling at this time is the need for security. It is the need for an emotional bank deposit. You want a strong connection and you want it to be visible. You are holding on to your wants. This is something you like, and this is, I'm asking what you're feeling, and you'll get the message in a moment because it does combine. And you are feeling the need to actually physically have your desires met at this point. You want this return and you're sick of it being in the shadow. You're sick of it in the dark or not knowing when is it coming? When is it going to happen? You are very loving and very cared for within yourself. And this is where it gets weird. Because I'm sure some of the divine feminines are like, no, like, I'm good. I love myself. I this, I that. And I believe you believe that. But there's something going on underneath where you're actually empty. And this can lead to this moment here. And what it really is really your internal self preparing for a new life. And I'm not saying it's without your person at all. And that's another message I have to relate to some of you, because some of you, maybe you've already done this. Maybe you've had the outburst. You did nothing wrong is the message I have for you. It was all meant to happen. What you did was actually bring realizations and clearness is what I get. That's the message I get. You brought clearness to the situation at present. You had to release. And remember, this talks about releasing what's potentially destructive. Holding on to anything that you're not being honest about with your person right now could be potentially destructive. And I can see why some of you may have had this outburst. Because what you actually want is to feel like the goddess that you are. And it's really interesting because I feel like your wants and your feelings have now become intermingled. Everything is like a big mashup right now. You may not even be able to actually truly discern about what your wants and your feelings are at this time, just so you know. Because when it comes to what's in the way, we have the deceit card. Now, this gets even like more deeper over here because we basically also have the masculine and feminine of the dark side. It's really interesting. But never mind. What's in the way? Okay, I'm not going to actually take that route just yet because I did not pick up masculine until I picked up the king and queen here. But what is in your way is your desire. And once again, we have the coins. Your desire for that security, your desire to have something almost, I'm hearing the way you want it. And you may not realize this. That's a big part of this message. It really is. You may not realize some underlying currents that are building up, is what I'm getting. And it's because it's like you've almost just had enough. You're like this person is playing with the coins, and here's the coin, right? Like, when is this coming? When is this coming? Just almost pacing. And, it doesn't help that we are in isolation right now. There's something to do with that flame in the back as well. I'm trying to pick up because earlier I did just get that message that you want. Okay, I see. Yeah, you're just burning yourself out. Plain and simple. Now, I'm going to connect the message here for a moment because there is a connected message with the envy over here. And the word is not important for this message, just to let you know, but I mean, it could be important for someone. I want to just pick up here that we do have a masculine and a feminine both in the dark side and the dark energies, whether you know it or not, right? Because look at this feminine here. She looks quite lovely. She's, draped in purple lace, crown chakra energy. Seriously, goddess of the moon energy. But there is this underlying current. It's going to combust if, maybe you take this message. So with this double or this combined energy here, you and your person are on the pretty much same, I'm hearing wavelength. I don't know. You are on the same, because it's in different ways, but you're in that same dark energy. Plain and simple. I can only just have to spit it out. Okay, so move forward to the next message. So this was the final question, the best actions to take. And it was really interesting because I was picking up so much with this. And the best actions for you, the divine feminine, to take right now in this very moment, well in isolation, is to stop looking outside and looking what else is going on. And maybe even being a little envious. Oh, look at these people. They don't have to be in the home. Or look at those people out there with their loves. Or look at these other people. Like, I notice when I stick my head out of my door, I see couples walking. And I'm like, oh, couples don't have to isolate. Like, they get to be with each other. How lucky. But anyhow, that's funny. So don't look in the outside. It really is about going within. You see that this woman is covered in black, and I wrote down some notes on that. But one thing I wrote down is the divine feminine is being called, forced to face your shadows. I think that we still have shadows, and that to me it makes me laugh a little because I'm like, really. And even when I was writing the notes down, I forgot to look into that because I wanted to do some research on how many gosh darn rounds do we have to go at this shadow work? But clearly there is still shadow work. And maybe the shadow work is you really like standing up for yourself. Maybe the shadow work is you disconnecting yourself from this situation. There's something here that you're preparing for, and you have to rescue yourself. And trust me, I do not believe that anything is over, but maybe it has to be for a moment, because I think that the behaviors that could happen if you do have this destroyer behavior, okay, feminines, like, I think it could be, who knows? I mean, what's meant to be will be. Maybe it could be destructive to yourself more than anyone else involved. I do get I was going to say the vibration that you should call on your angels. Maybe that's them sending that message to me. Do what you got to do to get in touch. Sometimes that has to do with giving positive energy out in whatever form you can. I don't know what way you can right now, and not expecting anything in return. Maybe some of you actually have to say what you have to say and not expect anything in return. And maybe you can kind of say it from your heart at this point. I'm not telling you to do that because everyone's situation is different. And I'm not telling you to do that. In fact, if you're able to, I'm telling you to step away. But if you need some sort of closure, maybe you have to give it to yourself. I'm guessing and going to suggesting you call on your angels and ask them to liberate you. Liberate you from things that you continually have to put this type of energy into. Advocate. Like, you feel like you have to inspire your person at times to be your companion. No. You and your person are very loyal. Your hearts are connected. There's nothing that's actually going to, what's going to tear this apart is someone carrying this energy. And like I said, you didn't realize you're on empty because you love doing what you do. This is just the message I'm getting, and I don't want it to like trigger anyone. I'm sure it might, and if it does, maybe that means this is for you. Really, you don't want to be feeling like you're putting all the effort into a situation. And I do need to tell you something. Like, I don't even know if I already said this because, like I said, this is my second time recording. But your person is, and I think I have said it, in chaos. If you don't have peace of mind at this time, you are of no help to your person. I'm not saying you have to be physically helpful. You can be mentally helpful to your person. You have a connection with them. But if you are on empty and if you are thinking about them nonstop, you're like seriously on overdrive now. You know, you're on empty. You're no help to no one. And it's not just your person that needs you. It's you that needs you. And let me see, there's some more cards here. Let me push them out. I'm just literally taking them one off, one off. These ones I had already pulled. So we do have the prostitute and the damsel and even the networker. And I do feel like that's even an energy of you feeling like you almost have to like put yourself out there. And not in like a prostitute way, but in a sense, you are selling yourself out. Because you're constantly trying to connect with this person and it's draining you. There's a need here to understand a healthy romance. And this talks about the positive side of this is understanding the nature of healthy romance, and it inspires you to rely on yourself. Because I do feel like you may not realize it, but you've burned yourself out. Okay, so I'm going to pull a few tarot cards. I really wanted this message to be rather quick. I really appreciate your likes and all of that stuff. And thank you for my subscribers and new subscribers. I see you guys adding yourselves and like, that's so awesome. Thank you. I really wanted to take a break this week, to be honest, and that came to me after my last download, which was yesterday, like this serious download, guys, and I can't wait to share it with you. I'm just not ready because it's very controversial. In a sense, I don't think my viewers, I think you guys understand me and you'll be open-minded to looking at what I'm saying, but even this is controversial in a way. And the other message I had is it's not anything like this, but I can see why this message needs to be posted first, because you do need to do some clearing. And I didn't even, and it's patience. And I'm not talking about patiently waiting for your person. I am talking about having patience right now at this time with yourself and going within. And, for many people, it can still be technically Christmas time, and the sun is coming and melting that snow. And the snow is reminding me of isolation, but it is getting melted. See, the sun is out there. This is literally like, if I look outside, that's what it looks like outside. Not like this, but empty, but beautiful. I go outside all the time and sit on my porch and try to practice my guitar and whatever. And I do see people out there, and just don't, the message there is, it's just time to go within. It really is. There's still some shadows lurking here. There's still some love that is needed. And the shadow may be just that you need to fill your tank back up, like I said, because you're on empty. And it's going to cause an outburst somewhere. You've given so much, and nothing wrong with that. You've given so much. You will be rewarded. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to shuffle them over here a little because it's really weird angle I'm at with all my gear here. I hope you guys can hear me and everything. Yeah, I understand. That's exactly the last comment there, Regal. Hi. He's done too much and you have to release him. Yeah, you do. For some, this message is for some people. You really do have to release him. It's the only way that anything will, and it's not even about, like, you have to release them for some 100% here. You're on empty. You are of no help. Look at it this way. You love your person. You don't want to be this for them. You don't want them to see you like that. You don't even want to be this to them, wanting this security. And, you know, it's getting to the point where it's just undeniable that you want a return. You want security. You want a connection. You want to communicate. You want something physical. You know, you sure you can connect in this other energy, in this external way, 5D, whatever you want to call it. But who, like, don't even get me started right now. Because, like, come on, we get it. We are all understanding. Whoever this message is for, you wanted to hear this, you had to hear it. If it makes you feel better, I am really happy about that because honestly, it's just enough is enough, is what I'm getting. That's what I just heard. It's just time. And the other thing I'm hearing is like, you do have to face some of your shadows still. There is still work to be done. And that's why the suggestion is to literally just stay inside, go within, and clear this dark energy to this. That's all that this message is asking of you. Really, Divine Feminine. And if some of you feel like you have to detach fully to get to that, then you have to detach fully to get to that. Because you're no help to your person, to you, to your family, to the people that are in your energetic field. And you are powerful. Okay? Look at that. It's in reverse. The Tower. Look at that. You are connected. And we have the Two of Cups here. And this isn't just about being connected to your person and being on that other level. And I'm seeing the Queen of Swords. You guys know how I read my cards when these cards like stick out like that, right? This is about you being connected to the galaxies. Like, you need to make sure you maintain this. This is more important than anything. That is the truth. And with the Queen of Swords, that is about true connection, like a mental connection. Like, you are, it's reminding me of a card I got in, I don't know what deck. I don't know. It's really bringing up a strong energy right now. It's okay. Yeah, I know what it is. It's in my favorite deck. It's the Star card. And I'm actually just going to read. I have the book right here. It's like it's meant to be. It's the Star card and my favorite. Oh, but it's not the star. It is the Star card, but it's not like the number the star. Damn. Might be in the beginning. Let me just see if I do see it. What the Star card has to do with is being connected to the cosmos, being connected to the I want to say like the ethers, everything out there. And that is more important for you as a divine feminine than anything else. Anything else. No, I don't see it, guys. But it is so, and it's reminding me that's the energy I'm getting. And that picture is actually much more beautiful than the star picture because it shows, and look at what's underneath here, the world. You're so connected. Look at what's coming up here. I haven't used this deck for so long, guys. Two of Cups, the world, Nine of Coins, the Magician. It is time for you to, and I'm feeling a very overpowering sense of emotion. You got the Tower in reverse. That's it. Some of you, this has already happened. And I'm honestly not suggesting like go run off but yeah, do move on. Do what you got to do. You cannot do anything wrong. For whoever this message is for, like I said, the most important part of the message is you need to get your peace of mind back. You need to make sure you maintain this energy and this power. This is very powerful. This Two of Cups, the World, this Nine of Pentacles, and the Magician. And, look what's on here. Like, it's an ending. An ending to feeling like that. It's time to take action in releasing yourself from this. That's what that's about, that King of Wands here. And the Wheel of Fortune. You watch how things turn. Like, seriously. You combust. That's what I got. Combust out of this. Well, we have that energy with that, volcano. And you watch how things turn. True love energy. Are you kidding me? New beginnings at love. I'm just going to leave it at that. New beginnings at love. It's not, I don't know who it's with. But it's a fresh new beginning because you've just refilled yourself. And I have to tell you, I did just see this stick out at the bottom here, the Hermit in reverse. It's like you're coming out, You're no longer going, this is what's going to happen. You're going to take some time here and you're going to literally clear this up. Get to this energy, have some patience, and come like this, like the Empress. So I hope that this message gets to whoever it got to. I can feel some of you. I think some of you are crying or something because I feel it. I know this was an important message because I didn't, I don't normally really want to come right now and do this. And I already just posted a video for you guys, but this had to come out. And I see why. Because when I do post the next video that I've already pre-recorded, it's really deep. And you can't get to that level without this first. And I don't know when I'll be guided to post it. But I'm thinking about it nonstop because it was so deep. It was such a weird message. And like, not weird, it wasn't weird. It's just the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, so the Tower in reverse. And basically you started off with the Tower. But what this says is releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. And like I said, anyone that pokes at you, I don't even know if I said that, but that even pokes at you right now, that's destructive to you. You don't need that. And this is another message. It's a way that you can look at the situation. You're no good to your person in this state. So in that sense, it is best for you to release them. It is best. Take a really good look at yourself. And, if you're not even 100%, you're not even your same old self anymore. And that's fine because we're constantly evolving and changing. But right at this time, you're on empty. So you're really not your same old self. Deep inside. You're not. That's what I'm getting. And I heard like you're not, you're like bright and shining self. And it doesn't help with what's going on here as well. With everyone in this isolation, but that's the message, is to take this time and really come back to like filling your tank. I just keep on hearing that. I just keep on seeing a gas station and this girl and her lover like going to go and fill the tank. Your own tank. And that's all that matters right now. Because you're not yourself to any, like you're not help to anyone unless you are full. That's the message I got, guys. So I hope it gets to who it has to, the way it's supposed to. I really am not telling anyone to make, I don't know. I'm just telling you the message. You got to take it. I personally think that the advice is extremely beneficial if you listen to it and if it fits your storyline and it's time to look at yourself and say, like, I'm not good if I'm this way. I'm not good if I'm going to explode. I'm not good if I feel empty. Maybe you did explode already, and that's why you feel empty. You're not good on empty. That's a good way to put it, on empty. Because I feel like some of you don't really realize, like, you kind of have to turn around and face it. It's kind of something you're not like necessarily, you know? And I really pick that energy up that you are ready, like you really want to hold this. And maybe that's something that's you're holding on to that too strong. Maybe you need to just turn the focus back on you. You guys take the message how whatever you can get from it. I'm trying to just like really dissect it there for you because I know you can get something from this message. It's time to rescue yourself. I see the rescuer sticking up. And really do call on your angels. I like that angel card. I don't know why, what it was. It's about, and you know what it is as well? You're going to get help. You ask your angels, you're going to get help. And you do not need to expect, like, that person, that energy, they're not expecting anything in return from you this time around. It's like the reverse of you. You need to give it to yourself too. Look at this is one person hugging herself. And no expectations. It's just like, oh, I need some space. I need some time. Okay, that's that. That's what I'm going to do. And I don't care. I'm not going to expect to be ready by 2 p.m. today. I'm not going to expect to have a bedtime tonight. I'll do whatever I want. And just, I just got to take this time to love myself. Because I'm no good on empty. So thank you so much, guys. And thank you for your likes. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a really good week. I'm going to be doing all of my recordings, no problem. I really do want to take at least a few days off, just to do exactly this and recharge too, right? And I did want to be on here every day, but the downloads I've been getting, like, I'm thinking about in the morning, I'm thinking about at night. I need to detach. It really is like that. So yes, you can still expect all the recordings. Still, recordings are fine because I can just, do that on my own time and chillax. But and I really appreciate your patience with those as well. But I will just be taking a couple days to do exactly what this message. I think it's good for anyone, even if you're not in that type of a situation or you don't think you are. Because guys, the message I'm getting is it's underlined, and look what I just shuffled out here. It's time to walk away. Look at, it's time to detach. It's almost even time to detach from your community, to find balance within yourself, to detach from everyone. And at the top, we do have Archangel Raphael, and I know that is an amazing omen just to have there at the top. It's like you're protected. Your heart, they can help you. They can help you fill your heart again. And like, just reload. Just reload. You need to go to the gas station, guys. You need to get premium. You really do. Okay? So that's it for now. We'll just end with this one. Very beautiful. Bye for now.